And we seriously need it right now as we get into the final map of the night here at Pro League. Someone's going to field their first L this evening. Who's it going to be?
Well, we got a full belt of utility for James. His special sauce ready to go, and it's going to leave FaZe feeling extra salty. Brokey taking a peek down through middle. Does spot a little bit of movement there, but nothing concrete, nothing to go off of.
That was James shooting windows out in alt mid to try and make some noise. It's actually kept 3 players at A for now.
Karrigan jiggling, wiggling, and now smoked off. He's going to need something big if he wants to somehow put a stop to this B play. His teammate Dinked immediately rained down low. Karrigan with a bit of smoke spam does soak up a shot from Brokey. Yeah, Brokey did just shoot him, but that's fine for now. Of course, Karrigan looking like he wants to come.
That fake out really got him there.
Oh no! Oh, he fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, the smoking banana. FaZe are giving this a go. You got to respect it, but 2 on 4. Norbert will happen. Well, the smoke didn't work anyway. Norbert will happily sit behind it because he has a massive gap. Nice shot.
Okay.
But outsiders just aren't going to peek, right?
No, they would never over peek here. And so they won't. It's the Jame Fame combo again. ropz just saving. Will start to get hunted right as the doors close. Yeah! Oh, clean taps, but a lost round. It's kind of a mixture of feelings there.
A1S round 2, throw it over. Or play it yourself, no helmet though. Certainly an option. Some banging shots out of James and the boys into that B site. Let's see what we got from the outsiders in this T side. Twistzz given the A1S. Good teammate ropz. Brokey leaves as they get up alt mid, but it's only to silent boost into the apartments.
This is about to be well, a exit getting teed up here. Oh, lovely opener for Fame. Karrigan shut out of the round. ropz up on the balcony, needs another big pistol performance here. My God, he's so blind. He can't see a thing. Deals with the first man. And is going to get out of there, retreating back into the safety of the apartments. ropz still alive for now, but dinked at range by Norbert's Mac 10, and that will seal the deal on this one. Twistzz is at least going to get out with the A1S still in tow. And in a very odd way, might be the kind of best option to just try and keep this one going as long as you can. Keep the A1S up till the guns come back out.
So if they let you.
Yeah, they do want to try and remove it. I think it's kind of wild that they even have this assumption that, like, this is an option. Twistzz has fired a handful of bullets in this round, and that's enough for them to want to come hunting. Normally, outsiders would play fully for their own money here, but it's because the A1S is in play that they want to get rid of it so bad.
Dear.
And Twistzz, bro, if you weren't concerned before, you certainly are now. They're coming for you, and they're going to flush him out.
4 rifles at the end of it as well. Upgrades aplenty. That's a lovely hunt there for the outsiders. And yeah, I mean, it's just part of James. You know, I love how every team he's with just believes. You know, I'm sure he's not having to convince his team, oh, this is when we save, this is when we go. Still saving some positions, or at least more so what they used to save in some positions where you go, really? You're not going to go for this? But it's more about playing that long game, that economy long game. But everyone always buys in, everyone always believes. And it's always a unit under James leadership. I mean, people who know him say he's goddamn smart. And I can believe that. You can barely get a word out of this guy. I mean, even off that flip 1v4 at the back of B against Big, James barely cracked a smile, mate. It's hard to impress this guy. Good grenade to beat. ropz has a little Zeus up in the apartments, but it's more so a banana take. karrigan close and tapped out. Easy done by the Mac. FaZe looking for more. They know there's one. And he's gone. When you kill 3, you expect a stack on an eco round, so outsiders will still be careful. But this round is, ooh, well, still done. I mean, well, the bomb, he could have crossed, but he'd rather play it safe and call for support.
Yeah, it's all well and good. Norbert's gonna be just fine, everyone. Takes it up the banana. Kind of a shame because ropz and Brokey have still broken apart to go look for a little bit more here. And they might be able to get the Mac 10 off of Jame, but he's very aware. Wow. The level of awareness on display there from Jame, teetering on biblical in terms of its proportions. Just turns around and checks for ropz all the way in T-spawn, because why not? 3-0 for the outsiders. They get the pistol, they get the conversions. This is where things get a little more exciting, though. Brokey, this Khalil actually goes sick with your gloves. I would invest. Can't hear. No, I know he can't hear me. I'm not disillusioned there. Not like a boomer old man screaming at the television when the football's on, right? I know they can't hear me, Hugo, but they do listen to these back sometimes.
Just checking. 3-0 start, all under control. FaZe have an AWP. And if they, I mean, we've got to really consider the world where outsiders win this series. They've earned that respect at least. I just didn't even have it running through my brain after map 1. That was a while ago. FaZe looking to flex. karrigan, this is quite a way to start with the banana aggression as well. karrigan shoots him in the back. One more man up top B. Qikert fires off. They know it, and they'll deal with it. Twistzz trades. Back in the smoke now is Jame in a 1v4. What can he milk out of this very milky round? Well, as he sneaks, you know he doesn't lack toes. Will it be the 1 minute 30 save? You didn't like that one, did you?
Sometimes, man, it just, I don't know, my body just tenses up, you know, like in a ring, you just go, ooh! And I guess that is what cringing is, really. Yeah. But cringe humor, it's arguably the best kind. Right, everyone? Please? Jame, this is... He's just taking us on a tour. Welcome back to MTV Cribs. We're looking at James' house now. As you can see, he's got a very open plan set up. This is where he does his gaming. That's the little dungeon. Over here, of course, central heating all throughout. That's the spare bedroom over there. This is his bicycle for getting around. And if you follow him into the guest house, you're going to see there are geests in this heath, and ropz will get rid of him.
Squatter's Right shows up for ropz as FaZe get on the board. I like that aggressive start, right? Knowing outsiders will run a slow default, take their sweet time. karrigan just throws a spanner in the works, gets right down in their business.
Notes, get him. Oh, damn. No, we could just leave it on. I wouldn't even be against it. See what it's... No? Okay. Right, here we are.
Boogie over.
It was a fun little kind of on-the-fly dance number. Hope you all enjoyed it. FaZe now back in with the guns and around going their way. Their confidence is still brimming. And karrigan looking to drop the B from it and give them the rimming here as they try to come out through middle. He's in a good position. Has completely turned his back on where everyone is.
Ooh.
Bold strategy, but it's going to pan out for him for one. It's actually Twistzz to get it, never mind. Just Jame and Flit left alive. Mid was lost so decisively and so quickly. And Outsiders, they're kind of dazed. They're stunned. They're confused right now.
Watch ropz look right as Jame peeks him. Oh, double face. That couldn't have been better. Flick gets that kill. Jame even hit an AWP shot. 2 on 3. They're going quick. Broky's here. Oh, it's a miss. This can spiral very quickly. The 2 on 4 back the other way. Jame goes back to flank the mid play. Bomb planted. Flit's got to play for himself. Broky holds for short re-aggro. James in no hurry in apartments. Lets them cross up short. As long as Flit's set up in the pit, James can backstab late with the open bomb plant. The old default, we all remember it. Flit flashes, dodges. Twistzz comes in for the clear, and he gets the kill. Now that backstab apparent, James, oh, missed shot. It's not normal. It's not normally. As Rain finds that trade out, it's going to be FaZe picking up the retake. If that shot connects, that's an Outsiders round through and through. It'd be Jame in a 1v1 with a bomb for him, but not today. You don't see those whiffs from Jame often. Calculated killer.
Yeah, especially not in like those clutch moments. That's normally where he excels, right? Uncharacteristic miss, and it makes all the difference.
I could have said this at the start of Ancient, just a few rounds in, but I have a feeling this will be a lot more competitive now.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to think that this will be a lot more back and forth, some give, some take, and everyone's happy. Outsiders giving it up banana. They push karrigan all the way back into the spawn. But looking for a pick on long, Twistzz jiggling, shouldn't be headshot. Molly's back at top B, keep them back from Brokey, but they'll smoke it and go right through. I mean, the smoke actually bugged. It didn't put out the Molly, so FaZe eats that fire. And Rain puts it out. That'll send Outsiders back to A, but they've just been smoked off at mid at the minute mark. Twistzz, that's a freebie. Oh, okay.
There was a lot more for grabs there. Damage through the smoke as well out of Twistzz. And as they try to get out in the mid, this crossfire between him and ropz, man, what do you even do, ropz? Whoa, that's what you do apparently. Norbert and Jame with a killer piece. Suddenly, they're trying to move in, they're trying to explode. The bomb, it's been thrown to no one. It's a dead man, and now Qikert 1v3. Trying to embark on something pretty huge here. It's a grandiose undertaking. Up through the apartments he goes, and now back out of the apartments he goes.
Left foot, right foot.
And now back into the apartments he's going. But with only 15 seconds left, it's back out of the apartment he goes. Onto the save for Qikert. Into the other apartment now. This is a save, everybody. FaZe onto a third.
Yep.
Lovely little crossfire in mid. And a part of me is left wondering, oh, what would have happened if Twistzz kept shooting on that mid spray?
Could have been a lot more brutal, couldn't it? But still a 1 round for FaZe. Defense holding strong, and that util coming out of the B site pushed Outsiders all the way back after a lot of damage into CT. That was sick. Twistzz painted them up there in middle, and some nice deeks were hit by Outsiders, but we're waiting for full buys, round rifles. Timeout first. Let's set off. Maybe a tech issue here. Jame needs a back massage. Look at him. Keeping that neck fresh.
Come on, help this guy, man. He's had to do this a couple of times now.
Yeah, he's been doing some flexing. Drop a beat. I like these shoulder moves from James.
Yeah,
I've not seen them before.
To the
Yeah.
rhythm, they're good. Come on, work it, baby. Let's go, James.
What is
You're
this?
looking
Like
glorious.
Pilates?
Yes, you're giving it. You're giving it all you've got, James. You look incredible. I love it.
Home workout DVD.
You're giving me sexy. You're giving me loaded. I'm loving all of it. Try to say water bottle. I dare you.
Water bottle. Not the time you want text after the series we've had. The question is, who's stomping this map? Still uncertain. It's looking good though. Fresh headsets back on. A very young team on Outsiders, right? Average age 22. Fame at 19. I mean, to think James only 24 makes me feel, I don't know, underachieving.
That's got a little real there, didn't it? All right, go on, then why? Do you frequently compare yourself to James? Is
I mean, how can you not?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think everyone does. I think we're all guilty of it. You look at everything he has and you think like, damn, that could have been me.
Luscious locks. A fat bank account. And a big green on his back. Bigger the green, the better the time. But it's time to continue play as we are returning to rifle rounds. Mac 10 and Deagle, but otherwise well endowed are Outsiders. Long John's on. Not gonna have the loud jump. There is a player in apartments. Couple of flashticles up the B site. Karrigan's holding one of his own to help Rain out on this corner peek. He's going to let them take car. There it goes. Rain sees nothing. They crouch off the boost and smoke will lock them out. They could go right through this though. Rain's doing everything in his power to stop that play. They jump up logs. Even if they jump through smokes, they could get caught. James, watch out. Rain is playing with fire. He's just going to get out before the burn. Another smoke, and they jump through with a flash. Rain 1-for-1. Karrigan's back for more, though.
That's a lovely little double from Karrigan. Holds the line. Now retreating into the back of the B site. Oh, his teammates tapped out. Karrigan might have to do the heavy lifting alone here. He's got no choice but to fight. He's locked in fighting for this site control. And the flash might blind Flit, but he still delivers the kill. This spam, the lineup, it's so close for Brokey. But close ain't gonna cut it. Bomb now planted, a 2v2 ensues. This was looking good for FaZe. They had the 4v2, if you remember. Oh, how the times have changed. Brokey from CT, ropz up through Banana. Who wants to take contact first? If ropz swings now, James got a flick back and he can't in time. Flit still all the way up on top of the boxes. They know about him. That dink comes in and Flit tries to fight for it. Brokey bests him. And the defuse is found. FaZe hold on for a fourth.
Damn, Brokey was so far away from trading that. Flick could have just dropped back into dark and played the clock with that wide plant as well. Brokey would have to go all the way across. Maybe there's a world he wins it to time, but Brokey gets the trade. Flit too low from that first engagement. And nice trade work from FaZe at top B as well. The re-aggro from Rain with Karrigan supporting. Very costly banana take for Outsiders. Brokey gets it done on the rifle, on the retake. Another 4x, still lacking James Orr. Even with the difficulties of running at T-side Inferno, he will not be hesitant to do so once it's available. Especially with FaZe putting this much onus on taking banana. Think about even these mid-rushes Karrigan showed us earlier on. Rain saw Qikert on the jump, cleans him up. In the early games we saw from Outsiders, Qikert was going crazy in banana on some of these entry rounds. But FaZe are not going to let that go down without a fight. keeping a 5-on-4, but burning a lot of util in the process. 2 smokes left up. One goes out at bottom B, and that allows for Brokey to rotate with his AWP. Rain stays there with another smoke. He can still stall this out. Oh, Rain, okay. Perfect spam. And the nade barely does a thing. So this is outside his hand, forced into an A-pop. There's only 3 CTs here.
Yeah, Rain and Brokey are both still like fairly aggro over here at Banana. They spot Jame on the cross, but Rain's kind of the piece that's going to have to lurk fast down through mid and coming on a bit of a backstab as Brokey now starts to up and leave the B site. That's going to mean a 4th man is on his way in towards A right now for FaZe. Can they hold the line? Yes, they can. They don't even need a 4th man. And then in comes Rain on the Banana flank.
Ran through his own smoke.
Just to really send that one home.
Clean rounds out of FaZe right now. They're keeping the money up. A lot of players alive. Or not really having to do anything yet for Brokey either. The Twistzz back in pit side, no problem. With karrigan helping out. And now a lot of questions get drawn for outsiders. One thing that I liked when they, added Fame and Norbert into this team was their ability to catch a lot of teams off guard, right? You know, when you play the slow, calculated T rounds that Jame likes to do, a lot of teams don't want to use mollies off of spawn. Maybe they'll smoke early, maybe they'll nade or flash, but they'll save a lot of util. And it's in rounds like these where outsiders can kind of throw the rule book out the window and go quick mid, pop up along with Tech 9s, and FaZe likely just won't be expecting it. On the flip side, FaZe have thrown their fair share of aggressive rounds as well, but they won't do that against an eco. So if there were any round for... You just laugh at this music every time, don't you? It's just music, Harry. It's just music.
No, yeah.
If there were any round to rush up top mid, get Tech 9s through the mid smoke, get some nice flashes from Jame, this would be it. But bit of a break first, apparently. Jam sesh.
As like more and more people are growing concerned for ropz's computer, more and more headsets are getting removed and aligned. I wonder if Brokey will ever take his off.
No.
I don't think he cares. His PC's working fine. That's his mantra. It's like,
it's all that matters. I mean, ropz on the other side of the room, you know? Brokey barely knows he's there. Norbert, he's got an assessment due this evening. Homework assignment, not assessment.
Yeah. Guys, I actually have a 600-word essay due tomorrow, but I'm here watching the game instead.
Oh, but American now.
Well, no, I mean, that was just like the voice of the copy paste.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is not a good time to have the techies come through, but as we speed ran the pit stop earlier in that big game, we know our admins.
Yeah, it's totally fine. A matter of minutes normally. That's all it is. Add a push.
Yeah.
Are you about to freestyle then? It kind of looked like no one else can see you other than me, but it looked like that's what was about to happen.
Yeah, man. I turned my cap backwards and I put a new chain on. So in fairness, I can see how you came to that conclusion. You're a little gremlin, Harry. 6 maps deep. He's losing his mind. You cool?
Yeah.
Hydration check. Take a sip.
Everyone, if you have channel points to spare, throw them on the hydrate option.
Don't think that works here.
No. Imagine if it did.
Every player's got to stop.
Yeah.
Game would never stop.
Oh, guys, we're on our... They're just drinking water. They're drowning in front of your very eyes.
Rain looks like an insect with his headset this way, and it's like 2 eyes on the side of his head. I have toothache, Harry. I just want to cast.
Sorry, I just, out of all the sentences, I'm used to you being the guy who kind of brings us back, Hugo.
I'm trying, but you're dragging me down with you.
Yeah. ropz's computer's still getting sorted. We're all good. Everything's under control. It's fine. Maybe just to keep ourselves on track, Hugo, we can kind of recap. We can kind of guys, let's just reel it in a little. because I do quite like this job. So I think for once we'll show a bit of humility on it, and we'll go over what's happened in the series so far.
Sure.
So Dust 2 to open up, FaZe lights out, supremely confident. Outsiders were never even in it. It was never even close. Crazy game, full of unbelievable scenes.
Definitely game of the map. Like, better than Ancient was. A bit boring. Like, it was clean from Outsiders. They played really well, but like, if you didn't watch that first map, I'd recommend it. It was FaZe jumping through smokes, 11-round T-side, playing really obnoxious CS, the most insane flanks you've ever seen. karrigan going mid to A on Dust 2. I mean, there were some great rounds in there. But yeah, that's Dust 2. What about Ancient, Harry? What happened there?
Well, over on Ancient, we had 4 Spy Wars to open up. It was crazy back and forth with Outsiders looking good out of the gate, an immediate response from FaZe, and it kind of continued that way all the way until round 7. Outsiders, they voluntarily conceded on the 4 Spy Wars, bought out, and then they won every single round in the remainder of that game from 4-3, apart from 1. So pretty damn good as far as it goes there for the comeback. And that's why Inferno, I'm glad it's gotten off to a hot start, right? We want this to be the competitive one. We've had our 2 very one-sided maps. And so now Inferno off to this 5-3 start for FaZe. Sure, things are looking good with them winning 5 in a row, but Outsiders are keen to get right back into it. So there we go. There's the recap. Thank you all for joining us for that.
We'll be here a week.
And now, some music. Headsets are going back on. It's a good sign.
Yes.
Oh, I think we timed that pretty well, if I'm honest, Hugo. We got some laughs in, we had some fun, some food. It's all inside this this best of 3. Here we are, FaZe Clan. 5-3 up, and Outsiders on a low econ round with the hero Galil in play.
Yes, indeed. Let's see if the pace comes in as well. A lot of teams like to do this off the back of pauses, but it's a very hard map to play aggressive in, especially when you consider the utility that's going to come down Banana. FaZe have got nades, they've got mollies, they've got it all. Qikert still makes it to the wall, but everyone else is ult mid. Rain spamming. If he gets a reload off, he's going to need help because Qikert could always jump on that timing. We're not back in Ancient's cave anymore. I'll place low and slow and wait for re-aggro. It's coming. Oh, the timing of that nade pull as Rain re-swings with deep utility down Banana. Qikert's gone. Now it's all reliant on this mid-play and not much left of it. ropz with a double headshot. 5-on-2. They're getting dribbled into this round. And FaZe are spitting on them. It's unhygienic. Now it's just Jamin a 1-on-5.
And he's gone. And yes, that's where the sentence ends. 6-3. As FaZe continue putting rounds up on the board. That's now 6 in a row.
Definitely a good start, right? Not having that constant force by war of Ancient. A good sign on a CT side. Outsiders, Flit's lacking thanks to that Galil force, but everyone else is all fine and dandy. Still yet to get a J more bright. They're not getting bomb plants really in these rounds either. More saves than success since we picked guns.
Yeah, so one of the keys to Outsiders here is often having some form of success from, it's usually Qikert and Fame in like a kind of duo working this banana control. I would say that's one of their strongest assets, but thus far they've kind of been locked out in a lot of these banana fights. So now they're trying to look elsewhere. They're trying to explore other options. Brokey in top mid. Oh, he's trying to shut down this option. 2 in the round before Fame trades him. Rain's running down banana all over again. Trying to come in on another one of these backstabs, and Outsiders might even come to him. They look away now. Rain won't peek. He's holding. He's fully prepared for them to come back down. Banana waiting in this corner. It's unchecked. And James even dropped him the bomb.
Here you go. Flit was already saving. He's learned well from James' playbook. He was not interested. Flit almost naded himself. He was 8, he threw an 8, he ended up on 6. So could have gone very bad. But yes, it's instead gone worse. Shut down a mid. You can see Brokey's just confident. He's just feeling like he wants to end it. He gets 2 kills, 2 repeaks on long, and he's still, he half runs back to Arch, and he goes, nah, I want a third. Repeaks, they're right behind the molly, they trade him, but that just shows where the mindset of FaZe are right now. They feel invincible. 2 was not enough for this guy. The Outsiders decided, in fact, it was. And yeah, I want to see some help for Qikert and Banana. In all of these rounds so far, he's been solo taking it. Even if we're just talking late takes for Outsiders, right off the back of the round starting, FaZe nuke Banana every single time with 3 starting B. So either get up past that and go for a quicker A take, or actually give some assistance to Qikert, because right now he's just getting killed, he's getting repeats, getting flashed by Rain and karrigan. So we need numbers there.
Oh my God,
this is
look
it.
at this.
I've been
Look at
waiting.
this. In they come, in they go.
And out they leave in a bag of bodies. Flit's just not on the money of his team. Every round, like obviously he's saved here, but every round he's buying in their ecos, he's ecoing in their buys. And as soon as he fights 1, he'll fight 2.
There's 1, there's 2.
Okay.
Not a bad way for it to start. Now, what about lucky number 3, who a new challenger approaches from the short side? It's Twistzz, and he will just nail it right as Flit looks away. 8 in a row now for FaZe Clan. Apparently, the teams in this series only capable of putting rounds together if it's in excess. That's the word I was looking for.
All or nothing. Stomp or be stomped. Will we have an awakening of the Outsiders, or will they just remain on 3 rounds? See nothing to suggest Outsiders can even compete right now. They haven't got into post plants in the last 4 rounds. They're barely getting up Banana, let alone into a bomb site. Maybe we should swap another PC. That might do it, I think.
It might not be a bad idea. They've maybe been some of the fonder memories of Outsiders fans throughout this map, at least. Now, still time for Outsiders to turn this around. I really hope we see them go back to a bit of this Banana control. You know, I just think about how good Qikert has looked here. I know he's having a bit of a rough game, and I know Rain's had his number, but this is more like it. These are the rounds I'm kind of used to seeing them run. Fame's here to support Qikert in a Banana take. These are my favorite Outsiders rounds. Let's see how it goes.
Now, full flash ready to go. Rain, it doesn't do anything, and it full blinds Qikert. He actually peeked that a little bit too early, to be honest. Getting ahead of himself. Fane also gets ahead and gets full blind by his teammate's flash. At this point,
that was just the same
I'm lost for words. They full white their teammates twice, and Rain, not blind, eyes on the prize.
Yeah, so when I told you guys that that's one of my favorite Outsiders plays, that's not really the way I envisioned it coming together.
Well, they didn't envision much either.
And now Rain is, of course, pushing through Banana. He's now right above Jame. They're borderline neighbors at this point. And Jame will pop his head up from the neighbor hole, but going back into the hole. No one goes back in the hole. ropz is waiting to get rid of him.
A shallow grave dug in middle. It's FaZe onto 9 on this CT side, and that round could not have been uglier. Yeah, it could have been everything. It could have been perfect, Harry. And even the second flash was good. But Rain full blind taps him out with the Tech 9, and I mean, it's not like Fame could see much either. That was an absolute calamity, and for the first time this series, Outsiders are feeling the pressure. It's not like Dust 2, where FaZe were just playing insane disrespect. Outsiders are making massive mistakes, and they will cost you games. Brokey, can he re-peekers? Not today, he's learnt his lesson. Crosses back out with that mid-smoke. late flashes be.
Okay.
Now this
one, this is going to be the better one. Sometimes you just have a feeling, and you want to know why I have that feeling? They don't have a flash.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Which is bad, don't get me wrong, it's bad, but you can't full blind yourself if no one's throwing flashes.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Write that down. Here we are, outsiders. Taking Banana control, they've got to get innovative with it. They've got to go for these little boosts, and they've done that to take top Banana away. Now they've got themselves a staging platform to launch a full B exec if they want.
First time the FaZe have bunked a lot of their util in this round for good reason, but for little value other than time saving. Outsiders have taken Banana. ropz just peeked mid, and he cleared it. But despite that, FaZe hold 3 in A, and they even play the site, anchoring it down right now. Broky's AWP is on short, and as you said, no flash. Smoke to get them into CT, but this is still looking like an A play right now. They're going to walk through the edge of the smoke. ropz won't peek wide enough. He can't get flashed in. Rain's too far away, and they catch him looking the wrong way. FaZe with an entry. Finally, a snowball could roll down this hill. Broky falls as well. Only Twistzz in the library, and he's going to get silenced by a smoke, flanked by Norba. Finally, after a 9-round absence, outsiders are in with their first.
Yeah, karrigan wanted to go in, wanted to try and, you know, throw a bit of trickery their way in the post plant, but this was always going to be an outsiders round. Rain looking for anything, but it's like pulling teeth, and a 9-round abscess now broken as they find their first.
Yes.
It's kind of a dental joke in there for you.
I like that.
Any dentists? Hello. Dentists.
Harry has a fear of dentists. What's that called? Dental
Why
phobia.
y'all reviewing toothpaste all the time? Why are they all approved by dentists, apparently?
Well, 9 out of 10 dentists. Gives them some leeway.
9 out of 10 dentists recommend this attempt at the early peak from this AWP.
Ooh, that molly. Gonna make it up. ropz on a close wall boost as well. He gets smoking Banana util. Molly still land at logs. They trade Molotovs. He gives them Banana. Bit of respect goes the way of FaZe as required. It's going to be an early A hit. Broky's rotating out right now. This is the time to go. He's actually doubted it as the flashes come out. Footsteps heard. Out pop the outsiders.
Tag from the AWP, but not enough to write home about here. They're going to start to move up the short side now as well. Out through Boiler for Qikert, and he's silenced Twistzz. ropz got to have eyes in the back of the head. We've seen ropz accomplish many a feat from this position. Let's see if he's down for the job this time around. Waiting for a swing, waiting for a chance. He's held on a short long enough for his teammates to join him, and now he's been spotted, having a drop down eventually. Nade's good, Norba injured. Right now, outsiders are trapped. They're trapped in pit, they're trapped in the apartments. There's a 4-man stack here for FaZe. This is so awkward. No one wants to make a move first, but outsiders are the guys who eventually have got to go.
35 seconds, and they need to use some util. Jay needs to drop a smoke. He's looking for fights. Motor smoke is the one place FaZe on. This is going to get weird. 25, ropz does hit the headshot into the pit. Flit low after his kill, but he's cleared out the site, and they need to work out where these rotations are. Broky's drawing them in from short. karrigan's tucked in close right below, and they've got to cross past this AWP with no nades. Double kill from Qikert. He will fall, but the bomb makes it in. 10 seconds for ropz. 2 low players. Does he want to give it a go? He's surely got to. He's wrapping around the long side. He might flash short. I mean, they would hear the click of the pin pull. They'd know where he's coming from. He wants the elephant of surprise. Mice in the sight. Is ropz scared? Fame with a check. Didn't see him. ropz lobs the flash. Flit turns back, and he's running out of time right now. Fame hits the headshot, and that slowdown for outsiders somehow works. They were pinned in by the AWP and by the entirety of FaZe on shore with no knowledge and no nades, and Qikert just bops them. It's not Banana where he gets it done, but finally that entry power for outsiders shows up yet again.
Oh, and now feeling a bit more ferocious. They want to get involved to Banana. Broky here, waits on the corner.
Oh,
he's burning. But the bomb, the bomb attempted the trade. I don't know if Fame realized he had it there. That's a bit of a misstep. Yeah, I really don't imagine he swings that knowing he has the bomb. Just too risky. Can't justify the risk. Like, oh my God.
That's one way to do it.
Norbit's giving Rain a taste of the Twistzz medicine, jumping through a smoke and hitting him with a dolphin dive. Now retrieving the bomb as well. Outsiders, they've somehow bailed the water out of this sinking ship, and things might be all right.
They're still stuck in the middle of the Atlantic. No land in sight. 3 on 4, and things go cold and quiet. It needs this entry, but no angle's been given up. Twistzz comes out of the library, but that's when Flip backs. ropz drops his one way, 38. James setting up a cart smoke. Block off pit players. He's holding for a push now instead. Outsiders got to make up their mind. Man down, setting up Moto, setting up pit smoke. In they go. It's going to be Norbit with the bomb and an orb and 10 health in Apps. Twistzz, 1 kill, 1 bullet onto this bomb, can leave it in Apps. There's no time to go and climb back up. He's got to throw himself into the site. Both will die. James got to save the day, and he can't. 10 rounds for FaZe. A very strong half on the CT side, and Outsiders running out of steam at the end of this night.
Hey Future Pros, let's look at 3 pop flashes you can throw for your teammates on the T side of Inferno, focusing on different stages of banana control. First, we will look at the window flash, also known as the 146 flash. Stand in front of the railing at the bottom of the stairs. Position your crosshair above the left corner of the window and jump throw when the round timer hits 146. This is a must if you plan on taking banana control at the start of the round, as it will blind any CTs that will try to be aggressive and delay them slightly, giving your teammates a chance to contest. Next up, we have the half-wall flash. Crouch down next to the drain pipe in the mouth of banana. Aim in the middle of this balcony support, while still crouched, throw the flash. This will pop on the other side of half wall and is very hard to avoid if you're a CT playing a multitude of different angles. Finally, a helpful entry flash for the B side. Put your back up against the logs and aim at the point where the wood panel meets the barrels. Then simply jump throw. This can be used during a side exec, but also to bait out some early util from the CT side. Commit these to memory and your teammates will be thankful. Just make sure to throw them at the right times.
The battle between FaZe and Outsiders rages on here into a third map. 10-5 first half. FaZe able to win that one out. Now they look to move on to their T side. Outsiders, a couple of much needed, consolidation rounds in there at the end just to try and give themselves a little bit more breathing room here in this second half. It's going to be needed.
Double nades. I want to see what these are for. Are they going in early? Yes, indeed. Deep down Banana, and they dunk Twistzz, but they won't kill him. The flash, it's perfect. Gives Flit the knowledge that someone even survived in the logs, and he was able to finish him off. Norbert here. And Boiler hears them all running right past. He lets them go, only to shoot them in the arse, and Norbert grabs a quick kill. FaZe make it to the site, but at what cost? The bomb hasn't even crossed in. karrigan, that's a massive kill. But now they know the bomb's here, and he saw, or he heard Norbert was the other player in Boiler. Gonna try and make it through. Molly's his teammate. Backstab, almost Rain saw him. As he ticks in the Molotov, Norbert gonna give it a go. Rah, Rain hits that headshot. Where did that come from? I look like Norbert's kill every day of the week. Plant comes in into the middle of the site, and FaZe set up for the post.
Oh, that's a dink and a half out of ropz. Oh, but Flit's ready to reply with one of his own, and suddenly, oh, Rain might just ruin it all. Might ruin it all. Swinging out from the pit. Doesn't want to get caught overextending here. karrigan with a quick flick back around, and Fame looking for ways in. Tap, one bullet, and it had to hit. Rain will walk it over the line. Pistol round goes to FaZe, up onto 11. And I think Rain earned that fist bump.
Yeah, definitely. Back rub as well, maybe. It's going to be a happy ending here for FaZe if they can keep this one up. Pistol round in their pocket. I don't know if Outsiders can stop it, Harry. Nice 3K out of Rain. Just that spot onto Norbert. He was patient, waiting for the kill to come to him. And karrigan and Rain in a clutch together. Full faith. Every time. Didn't see much or anything towards B in that first half, mainly because Rain absolutely locked them out of Banana. So I don't think, if you think about it now, Harry, Outsiders never threw a B execute. Like, past the first 3 rounds.
Yeah.
I think round 4, or round 5, they got in B and they lost in a post plant. And then they never went back because Qikert just kept dying there with Fame. Not much to see. Flip fighting short side. FaZe will meet him in the A site. Back 10s. Oh, Famous dry, and the pistol's out. He won't last long.
Yeah, Famous, man, it's purrs sometimes, but when it runs out of ammo, not going to do you any favors. karrigan leading the charge. That's the bomb cut loose. The SMG's clean. And
wow.
Qikert even runs the smoke down at Moto. Outsiders hedge their bets. They bring everyone around to A. And they're able to make it work. Force by wars. We've been here before.
Yes, I remember. All the way back on Ancient. Beautiful shooting for Fame as well. Just tucked behind default. Balls them with the MP9. A lot of bullets and even more problems now for FaZe as Outsiders have crafted a path to a comeback on their CT side, putting FaZe back on pistols and pulling out a lot of big guns. Assault down Banana. Flit's even going to send it. Nice nade. karrigan jumps through the mid-smoke though, and Fame's ready to answer the call. 2 kills off his spray. And a missed short smoke. It's a bigger gap for James to bite back.
Okay. Twistzz has made this a little more interesting than maybe it had any right to be. ropz retrieving the M4. Qikert over at long, going to be able to play a bit of a crossfire with Norbert down here in the pit. But Qikert's committing more and more to peeking top middle. And that's going to leave him just a couple of seconds further away from helping Norbert out. But all that can really matter in the long run. He's been spotted, he's been dealt with, and Qikert's not there to reply. Only just now arriving at long, and that's where ropz deals with him. FaZe, they might make this happen. 2v4 when it began. And now just Flit left to beat.
That was the chance at a headshot. Now ropz can just swing off Twistzz. Next call. Flit's trying to isolate the fight. Twistzz uncrouches and Flit gets swung from back pit. That's it, folks. ropz with 3 kills and FaZe find a force back. That was no util deagle. Kevlar, barely helmets, and they break back. karrigan's even screaming. I can hear it in the other room. That was loud.
Dude, we're not even in the same building. We're not even linked. Like, that's insanity.
That's a massive round. I mean, that was the way back into the game for Outsiders. FaZe have just shut it up.
Well, if we could hear FaZe, you know who else could also hear them scream?
Definitely Outsiders.
Yeah.
They're
the guys
way
sat
closer.
across the room from them certainly could.
Yeah. Can't tell now. Out of their heads or back to bed for the Outsiders.
That last round does a very good job of showcasing how, like, a very minuscule position change, right? Like, at a Qikert, having him leave that long crossfire by even a handful of steps made all the difference, right? Tiny little actions, tiny little decisions can have huge consequences.
And then he realizes it. He re-swings back in and they kill him. I mean, you know, I'm not even really against that re-swing. He could have waited for the 2v2 retake. Would have still been very hard. He just feels like he's got to make up for that. FaZe do get smoked out of middle, but it's fine. It just costs them a smoke and a molly. In fact, 2 smokes go out. One even landed in pit. That's not Norbert's. That's FaZe's. But it doesn't phase him. You can still hold a smoke, but it's at B, and this gamble stack is incorrect.
Norbert, that's a nice flick. Oh, again, Norbert, the 2-time down in pit. Beautiful with the dig. And now, maybe a bit more in the way of disrespect here as Outsiders start to send bodies down through the bottom of mid, around through the short side. They're trying to collapse upon this A-bomb site now. Brokey in the apartments could have a handful of frags coming his way. Hop, skip, and a jump, but I think they've seen him there on the cross. karrigan down in the pit, doesn't want it. Oh dear. I really thought Brokey knew about that.
Yeah, I think he just assumed Jane went back to Boiler to group up. That's where everyone else was. Jane waited for the kill to come to him, and it did. And that will allow him to save. That's a successful round for Jame as far as he's concerned. Lovely D shots from Norbert. He makes something out of an impossible round as the solo A anchor, but FaZe still come through with 13. Feeling free right now. They have a lot of room for error. Not that they want to make it.
While brimming with confidence again, karrigan getting stuck in at the top of Banana. Oh! Not every day you beat Jane with a peek like that. ropz, clean opener up through the long side.
Oh, God.
Norbert was trying to peek over the top, but he got there just a second too late. And this is weird now. FaZe are actually going A. ropz is purely there to disrupt the rotates from B. And they're going to try and save, but guess who's here? ropz moving in a lot faster than Outsiders are going to be ready for. FaZe are already full committed to hunting this with multiple players going out, trying to remove this money, ruin the weaponry. It's all scuffed now for the Outsiders. They're sat on 24, 2,500 apiece, up against 14 to the opponent. This is all the legwork done for FaZe.
Just got to finish the job. barely got in this half, right? They had their chance by winning round 2, but with FaZe's Deagle Force, their 2v4 that came back in, you can see the crushing defeat on Norbert's face. Getting closer and closer to accepting it. More pistols. It's been their entire goddamn half. A statement for FaZe after a very shaky map pick on Ancient. God, that smoke bounced through the Molotov. That's just unlucky for Qikert. karrigan still eats the molly. I think he was also expecting it to be put out. He pushes through, but still given top B to FaZe for free. No bomb, no hurry. Split in. Boiler side, and what can you do about that? Rain quick. And just cuts off the info with that long smoke. Outsiders don't know what's going on. They might boost on the corner. Norbert sets James Deagle up. But Rain's walking through it because it's 14-6.
Well. That's not what the boost was meant to accomplish, actually. Well known fact, I'll deep dive on it for you there.
Oh.
The big problem was Rain shooting them both after walking through the smoke. Not how it's meant to go.
No, yeah. Smokes aren't walls, and you can't plant in mid. But FaZe will get that bomb down, and they're here to hunt. They don't even need to. There's nothing being saved.
And yet they're doing it anyway. What a chivalrous bunch of guys they are. Here we are, 15. As they gladly put an end to that one a little bit faster.
Yeah. And this is it, folks. It's what you've all been waiting for. 3 dominant maps in this series. Outsiders, I still think they're Ancient. It was something to keep an eye on. I hope we see more of it in this tournament. Maybe in their game against G2, considering G2 have also picked into that map. But I think even more exciting is the fact that we have G2 taking on FaZe as well tomorrow. That's our last game of the day, 7:30 CET. Twistzz just chilling, maxing, relaxing, and FaZe feeling no stress. It's them on a timeout. Do you remember when Outsiders called a timeout at the end of Ancient?
Yeah.
FaZe have now thrown it right back in their face at 15-6. You guys think FaZe need a timeout? I can tell you they definitely don't. Sometimes you want to rub salt in the wound, Harry.
Exactly.
It stings.
For its anti-germ properties, antibacterial, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, because it hurts.
And because it hurts.
FaZe are pissing on Outsiders' jellyfish sting. It doesn't even work, but it's awfully funny.
Well, FaZe going for gold. Looking to shower in the glory here. Orb in James' hands. Yeah. He's got the spawn for Banana, but he doesn't go swinging for a wide peak. And FaZe, look at this. Fast up in the top middle. They're going to try and end this one explosively. Oh, it's explosive, all right, but not in the way they wanted. karrigan and Rain both dead from the get-go, and not a trade in sight.
Heads will roll in this round, but again, don't be foolish. Counting FaZe out of a 3-on-5 means you've not been paying attention. Smoke's down. FaZe gonna pop out of apps. Oh, ropz begins it. Caught out with nades, bomb loose. Player from the apps is blind. They saw him full pit. They know exactly what's going on. Twistzz can still kill you though. Qikert gets into the site very low. One flash. ropz has got to clear them himself, and he can't see them through the smoke. How is he still alive? Good flash, but Flit turns back, and Twistzz gets peek from the long side. He's expecting a reface. He doesn't get it. It's all fame, and Outsiders hold on.
Oh no.
What?
Look, man, it's all still fine. FaZe is still probably going to win this. But the one thing I hope that didn't happen is by calling that little timeout, you know, having a little bit of a mind game battle. I hope that doesn't spur on a mad guy like James. It certainly could.
You know, I'm not one to count Outsiders out. I'm still not yet. You know, this game's going, but there's nothing We haven't seen anything in this game for outsiders. The T side was weak.
No,
they couldn't even get a banana.
Here you go.
They haven't had gun rounds.
I'm not saying it should not be a FaZe victory. It should. But outsiders, man, they've always had a little bit of magic going on in this team. And I feel like James is the kind of grand wizard behind it all. Over here in mid, FaZe grouping for another one of these A pops. Util going over. Down in the pit. It's Norbert over at long. It's Flit. That's all they've got here. These rotates are a long way away for the outsiders, and only one man's moving around to come and help out. This A site could be understaffed. These guys have got to hold this crossfire, and with one half of it removed, this could be the beginning of the end. Qikert with a big double, doing everything in his power to keep this one moving forward. Keep outsiders in it. He's going to hit the brakes, wait for his teammates to move in. James lurking through the apartments on a bit of a backstab. And it's one that's so fast, FaZe might not be ready for it. It's being held by the man in grave, but James going to strike first. Brokey on the short side, missed shot, run down by the MP9. And now ropz has got to do it all alone.
He's got it.
Down in the pit. Bomb! Oh, God, James gone up and over already. And it doesn't matter how long's left on the bomb, because ropz is dead. And outsiders are in with an 8th round.
Bit by bit, round by round, and no reason to stop believing now. Outsiders. That was a nice one out of old Jamie, and some missed shots certainly for the FaZe side, who go 5-on-3 into a post plant. It's Qikert who collapses upon them in library, but that's a really nice apps flank. And this missed shot for Brokey, that's the fall apart at the seams for FaZe. James doesn't insta-kill ropz, I don't know. I feel like he has a chance there. A very good one at that, nearing 30 kills. Right down banana, nothing to lose at this scoreline for outsiders. They throw everything at FaZe. Kitchen sink included, the fridge. The bidet. It's all in their face. It's gross. More re-smokes down B. FaZe again. 3rd time's the charm. Another early A execute.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep rinse repeating this till it works. Up through the short side, James got this long fight on lock. Even Dodge is jumping up. They're getting mauled on this attempt to get up short. Flit's still down in the pit. Swinging out. Twistzz has suddenly made this a lot more interesting. Rotates needed. Over from that B side, Qikert and Fame. They've got to be the ones to do it. Karrigan, late on long, armed with only a deagle. Not the most firepower, but he's knocked out. Twistzz alone, wins that first fight. Qikert will trade immediately from the library, and the rounds keep racking up. 4 outsiders onto 9 now. 6 away from this OT dream.
Can we just skip to overtime at this point? I'm ready for it. I think we're all ready for it at this point. But no, Qikert, he's learned from that mistake earlier on. Remember when he left that library side, repeat long, sold Fame down the river, and then refaced only to give FaZe that force buy win. Every round since that, he's been chilling library, and FaZe have never been expecting him. He keeps getting away with multi-kills, just coming in late. But actually playing off his teammates this time, it's really nice. Outsiders looking for double digits. FaZe finding a force. Haven't shown anything on B this entire damn game. More because outsiders couldn't and FaZe wouldn't, but now they want to on an eco round. The nades obliterate karrigan. Rain. Oh, he jumped because he thought the molly would bloom, but it got put out on the smoke and he gets shot in the sky. Twistzz headshot. Still the AWP here. James bounds out. Fame fired upon. But a 4-on-3 with only 1 smoke, 1 flash, it shouldn't be a FaZe round.
Yeah, they're gonna try and move in. ropz almost 30 kills deep in this one, leads the push, but is also the first in the firing line of James or Brokey. They don't know about him tucked in at the oranges. It's a nice spot to have him a little deeper, but they don't need to peek him. They don't need to fight him. And this CT smoke has a timer on it. That's a good shot for Twistzz.
No way!
Twistzz making it happen. 3 in the round right now for this guy. Brokey still tucked in. They never knew he made it to this position. There is this banana flank. very much on the cards. Bombs dropped out at coffins. Outsiders do not want to jump the gun here. FaZe are just waiting for outsiders to come knocking.
Bomb is just so open to the banana side. They know it. Twistzz is trying to find an alternative angle to peek, to find that player up close. He drops in, he grabs it, cover's not there, and Norbert closes it. FaZe keep making us believe in 3v5s, in 2v4s, getting it down to even odds, but they can't close around, Harry. Only an eco, but a very scary one at that for the outsiders. Stress starting to mount now as double digits approach. Twistzz trying his damn best, but it won't save FaZe today. Right now, it's outsiders who are trying to save FaZe, not get obliterated in a third map. They're doing a good job of that. They're still in this one. Run boost for James. Gets flashed. He didn't see much in middle there.
Yeah, you know, I think James was kind of willing to be humbled on this one, but then you called in that tag pause at 15-6 when you thought you were going to win it to get your own back from what they did to you on Ancient, and that made it personal for him. James and the boys, they are believing again. They want to bring this back, if only to embarrass FaZe.
Oh, what a statement that would be. And you know, you say the old cliche, it's the more experienced team in overtime that always comes out on top, or at least typically. Well, if there's a more experienced team, it's FaZe. But if there's a more experienced team in overtime, it's any team with James. A walk in the park for this guy, bonus play.
Yeah, that's where the question will shift down the ranks, right? Onto the kind of newer faces. But we're still a ways away from it. Qikert blocks that smoke that's coming over into the B site. Tries to play ahead of it down in the pool. FaZe all grouped for a B here. And finally, outsiders don't actually have 3 players here for a change. It is just a double hold. So Qikert and FaZe, they've got to hold on. They've got to win these fights. A good couple of trades to open, but Qikert is low and boxed in. Jay takes that out through the smoke, and Brokey's suddenly plunged into a 1v3.
Go hard or go broke. For the 4K, for the closer that FaZe just couldn't find. James creeping into the angle.
Look at this angle he's on. You've pissed him off.
And Brokey's waiting. He turns away though. James now dons it. Oh, and the quick shot from the sniper. One through the smoke and one in your face. Outsiders find 11. Are you believing yet?
Oh dear! Oh dear, FaZe! Oh no! Yeah, it was really for me. Because I feel like I dropped the oh no fairly early after they won literally one round after the pause. But it was the way that that round was won, right? It was how different in that moment outsiders looked. We're starting to get vintage outsider shades from this team right now. And James coming to life. I don't know, man. I think you've really ticked him off. He's believing in the comeback more than ever. FaZe, they're starting to get nervous with each round that passes. They can feel this one leaning further and further into OT.
And it's not like FaZe haven't had ample opportunity, right? In the early half, we were saying, oh, outsiders, the reason they're not in this game is FaZe are winning these forces. They're playing pistols. Outsiders were just running 5.7s, MP9s. FaZe have had more than enough rifle rounds and opportunities and 2v2s to end this entire series, but we're still sitting here with 5 in a row from the outsiders. 15-6, FaZe can't finish the job. Qikert's walked down banana, they're holding it. He won't overextend now, he's been spotted. But that's gonna make FaZe realize they're walking into a stack. They might be scared of 4 on the defense on A. So even if they still want this site, they've got to go quiet for a moment. Rain's gonna throw that smoke and they just resist. They just guess that has fallen back, that at least outsiders aren't completely mad. Flint swings off that flash. Rain with a kill. Deep in CT, Fame holds strong on an off angle, and Rain's got to clear it. He will. 4 on 3. FaZe's best chance yet.
Moment of truth now for the outsiders. They desperately need a hero. They need someone to hold on, or else FaZe are going to do it. Norbert down in the pit, giving it all he's got, but tagged out after the first. ropz dead over at short, and now Qikert in the 1v2. This comeback, it all hinges on Qikert now. Rain and Brokey going to start to fade away, going to start to up and leave. They're going all the way around, both of them together. Brokey
Oh, it's
Needs that
perfect.
charge. He even starts to turn around and take up the long side again for Qikert. He's got too many angles to worry about and not even considering the flank. This should be a done deal. FaZe, they might have outpositioned him. They might have outmaneuvered him. And as good as he's been, that is not the round for outsiders. FaZe do lock it in at 16-11. They put a stop to the comeback in its tracks. And they're now in a position where they could go flawless in Group B.